Have you ever felt like you're doing absolutely everything right, but that stubborn belly fat just refuses to go anywhere? Well, today, we're going to dive into a system that claims it has the answer. And it's not about some quick fix. It's about something called metabolic correction. We're going to break down exactly what's behind this belly blaster kit.
So let's just start with the big question, the one that probably brought you here in the first place. You're eating clean, you're hitting the gym, you're doing all the things you're supposed to do, but your midsection just isn't getting the memo. You know, it's an incredibly common frustration, and the system we're looking at today suggests there's a very specific kind of hidden reason why, and we're about to get into exactly what that is.
And here it is. This is the system that's designed to tackle those root causes head on. The Belly Blaster Kit is basically a bundle of 3 different products that are meant to work together. The whole idea here is that it's supposed to get past the surface level stuff and target what it sees as the real reasons your body holds on to fat, especially around your middle.
So what is that deeper reason? Well, the thinking behind this whole system frames it not as a problem with your effort, but as a biological one. They call it a metabolic roadblock. So let's break down what that actually means. This quote right here really gets to the heart of it. It completely shifts the blame, right? It takes it away from willpower and puts the focus on your body's internal chemistry. The argument is pretty simple. If your own metabolism is actively working against you, then no amount of sheer discipline is going to get you the results you want. It's like trying to paddle upstream.
Okay, so if it's a metabolic problem, what's causing it? The way this system sees it, the whole thing is built around tackling 3 specific, hidden roadblocks that are basically keeping your body stuck in fat storage mode.
All right, here are the 3 culprits. First up, appetite and cravings. You know that feeling that just feels beyond your control sometimes, leading you to eat more than you need? Second, and this is a big one, blood sugar. The system really zeroes in on high insulin as the key signal that screams at your body to store fat. And third, digestion and toxin buildup. The idea here is that if your system is all clogged up and can't get rid of waste properly, it's not going to want to let go of stored fat cells either.
So, we've got the 3 problems, now for the solution. It's presented as a system with 3 corresponding parts, where each part is designed to tackle one of those specific issues we just talked about.
Let's kick things off with Part 1, Transform. This product is aimed squarely at that first roadblock, your appetite, those nagging cravings, and of course the energy you need to actually feel good.
So how's it supposed to work? Well, the goal of Transform is to help you create a calorie deficit, but without the struggle. Instead of you having to force yourself to eat less, the idea is that it reduces your hunger signals so you just naturally want to eat less. And that, in turn, helps keep your insulin lower and breaks that vicious cycle of cravings.
Next up, we have the second part of the system, and this one targets that blood sugar roadblock. It's called Balance 3. And yeah, that's balance with a 3 at the end, but you pronounce it balance, just so you know.
Now, this part is really positioned as the heart of the whole metabolic correction idea. By helping to stabilize your blood sugar, the goal is to prevent those huge insulin spikes you can get after a meal. And according to the logic of the system, less insulin means your body gets way fewer signals telling it to store fat. It's about shutting down that fat storage command. And that brings us to the third and final piece of the puzzle, CleansePlus. This one is all about clearing the way, targeting that third roadblock of a clogged up internal system.
So CleansePlus is basically designed to do all the internal housekeeping. The thinking is, fat cells can actually hold on to toxins, and if your body's detox pathways, especially your liver, are totally overwhelmed, your body's going to resist breaking down that fat. So, by supporting digestion and detox, you're essentially giving your body permission to finally let that stored fat go.
Okay, so we've looked at the 3 individual parts, but the core concept here isn't just about taking one thing, it's about how they're all designed to work together to create a result that's bigger than the sum of its parts.
This chart lays out the whole strategy really clearly. You've got Transform, which is all about helping you eat less and move more. Then there's Balance 3, which is telling your body, hey, stop storing fat. And finally, you have CleansePlus, which helps your body actually release that fat and waste. You see, it's a 1-2-3 punch that's meant to tackle the problem from all angles at once.
Okay, so that's the theory. But what does this actually feel like in practice? Let's get into what you'd actually expect to notice and the timeline the source material lays out for most people.
So things tend to kick off with stuff you feel more than you see. In the first couple of weeks, people usually notice their appetite goes down, they feel less bloated, and their energy is better. Then, as you move into weeks 3 and 4, that's when you might start to feel it in how your clothes fit.
And the longer-term goal over the next 1 to 3 months is to finally see that stubborn fat start to budge.
So when you boil this entire system down, it really comes down to 3 simple, powerful actions. The first one is the foundation, helping your body to naturally eat less. The second is that crucial metabolic shift, getting your body to store less fat.
And the third, the ultimate goal, is to finally create the right environment so your body can release that stubborn belly fat. It's a simple but really powerful way to think about how the whole thing is designed to work.
And we'll end on this final thought, which pretty much sums up the entire philosophy. The goal here isn't being sold as a temporary fix or some kind of trick. Instead, it's framed as a foundational shift, a metabolic correction. It really leaves you with a question, right? Could tackling the problem as a complete system, instead of just with individual efforts, be the missing piece of the puzzle?